So I got my invite to the new Myspace this morning, and I basically signed up, got in, and this is what we've got. And I've just basically had a look around. I thought I'd show you some of the things because I know that this is a beta at the moment and not everybody's got access. I thought actually that if I put my page link publicly, that everyone would be able to see it, but no. So some of you are able to get in. I can see here Dave Rock, Empire State, who I've connected with, whatever that means. I'm assuming it's like, you know, friends or something like that. You know, the question I guess for a lot of you guys is, why am I even bothering with MySpace? Well, one of the things about MySpace when it first came out was that it was a platform for musicians, really. You know, a lot of people that I know, music producers and artists, they got on board with MySpace because it was the only place at that time where you could host your music for free. So this was a place where you could upload MP3s of your music and people could listen on a player. So that was the key selling point. So, you know, as time progressed, you know, other social networks came along. People found that, you know, the other social networks were better for them. And then you get things like SoundCloud, for example. SoundCloud was a great place to host your music. So a lot of people migrated over to SoundCloud and then used SoundCloud players embedded, you know, accessible from things like Facebook. So that's kind of like the modern way. I get a sense that quite a few people are getting frustrated with the way things are going with Facebook pages. So something like MySpace could be a really good thing for musicians or producers, basically. So it's worth a look, you know. It's a very visual interface. That's one of the first things you will notice. And it's got a real graphical vibe to it. Look, I mean, let's take a look at, for example, Lana Del Rey, and you can see here that this is very visual, full screen image here. I'm going to scroll over here. These are what I would class as the same thing as posts, so kind of status updates. And these, as you can see, are very image heavy, which is great if you're a star who's being made up and presented really well. So that's just one thing. So if you're going to get on here, probably good idea to get some press shots done, make yourselves look as good as you can do. Now that doesn't mean that my profile is looking great, because at the moment I've just got this image that I've used quite a few times. I'm not 100% happy with this. I think probably what I'll do is I'll get some new ones shot that are really going to suit this. But what I do like is this transparent border thing here with some information, some status info. This is kind of like a favorite track, so that's one of my tunes here. And you can see I've just done a little bit of posting over here. You can just put something down like a status update, and bits and pieces that I've been experimenting with are appearing here. So I found Ballistica by basically doing a search. What it is that if you type anything, so if I do this, basically it's going to come up with stuff related to my name on the search. So you can see here albums. There's a couple of rough tracks, things that I've uploaded already. Songs. Let's have a look here. Let's go to see more. Let's see what comes up. Right, the box. I wonder where these are coming from. Interesting. Let me click on this. 4th floor release. Okay. Connect. Not sure what that does. It's going to probably appear on something linked to my account. Listen, I've only just started playing around with this, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like at the moment. So you can link up with some of these things. You can comment about them. There's all kinds of stuff here. Albums, artists. I'm assuming this is still at my level because of the search criteria. So if I delete this, assuming that's just going to be, whoa, here we go. So there's a whole load of stuff, you know. It's a very visual approach to navigating through stuff, and it's really snappy, it's fast, it's really nicely put together. What else we got here? So, you know, it really does feel as if it's focusing on music, a really good platform for music people. It kind of reminds me in a way of those things like aboutme.com, you know, these sort of personal profile sites. But the key difference is the fact, of course, that you can host the music here. The photos, you can put all this sort of stuff up there. I think it's only got a couple of me so far. These are basically from things that I've uploaded. Videos seem to be tied in with music catalog, which I'm finding a little bit frustrating because I'd like to be able to put my YouTube video channel up here. I think that'd be really nice, and I can't do that. Events, got no idea. No concerts. I'm certainly not going to be doing any concerts, so that doesn't apply to me. Look, I got some tracks here, so I'll show you how this works. Manage music. I'm going to stick the third EP up, the third Rough Tracks EP. So what I got is you can create a new album. So I'm going to click on here. Let's get in there. Title, genre. It's not a particularly diverse range of genres, as you could see. Secondary tags, I haven't explored the full list here, but you can see, I think I'm just going to do straight up just normal house on there. I'm assuming that helps with searching. Upload an image. Let me just come back up here. So we're going to go see a whole bunch of stuff. Where did I put this? Right, Rough Tracks 3. There's a PNG file. So this is the label artwork. Can be cropped, so that's cool. So that's that, and what I need to do now is to upload tracks that are going to fit inside that. And I've noticed that it doesn't actually update the graphic for a little while, so there's almost like some kind of buffer thing going on. So if you don't see it, don't worry, you don't have to upload it again. Look, I'll show you. So if you click on here, you can see it's there. It just seems to be filtering through the whole system. So what else do I want to do? I want to upload some tracks. So here we go, upload songs. And got some MP3s here. Let me just select all of these, click open, and you can see what's going on here. Now my upload speed I know is going to be slow, because I've got a feeling Laney's doing some streaming or something downstairs, you know, so it's going to be slow. It's probably Netflix or something like that. So don't worry about it. But what we can do whilst we're uploading is get in and do some info. So here is the title. I think it's a real shame that I can't mouse over, and it gives me a hover over. So again, a mouse over, and it gives me like a hover message, you know, some pop-up that's going to basically give me the full title, because I can't work out what it is if I'm tired and I've forgotten what the name of my track is, and sometimes I do. And actually over here I can see the title, so I've just learned something there, but that would be really good as a little rollover, I think. So anyway, I need to type the title in. So I'm going to say here the weight and the genre. Let's go for electronic. Let's do house. Get that label. Yeah, naturally I'm going to be comparing this to something like SoundCloud, and I would have liked if I typed in Rough Tracks for that to come up as memorizing, you know, what I had before. So Rough Tracks Records. You can see here link to video. So this is how they're tying in videos with the tracks. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I could put a description there. I'm just going to stick the image up, and that was over here. I'm going to get that sorted out for you, and I think it's probably safe. In fact, I have no idea when it's safe to actually click save. Let me just see. If this page is coded well, it can carry on in the background. There we go, so that's fine. So you can see that actually in order to save these tracks, you've got to fill in some field information, which is good, because all of this metadata stuff is really important for a site to run properly. So let's get that, got the feeling. A certain amount of repetition going on here, so bear with me on this. House. So if you guys want to get yourselves an invite to this, go to the new myspace.com, and I think they're still accepting people for this beta program, and get in, have a play around. You know, I do think it could be a good one for music people. Oh yeah, the other thing that I wanted to show you is move to album, so you can see this here. So the last one I created is the volume 3, so I might as well stick that in there. This is like sets on SoundCloud. All right, so let me do the same over here. So these are all getting sorted out. As far as I can make out, you can't download these tracks. They can only be played. There's a little music player down the bottom here. You can create playlists, radio stations, mix sessions. I'm not sure the extent of that at the moment. So what have we got here? Ruling. I mean, you know, I would say for you guys, if you're curious, give it a go. It's really hard to manage multiple social network accounts, all that kind of stuff. So some of you may be cautious about adding another to the list. But you know, Justin Timberlake has invested apparently really heavily in this new MySpace. He's a music guy. He's obviously got connections. I think he will be pushing it as a music platform. So I think to a certain extent, it's got some chances to do well. You know, that's how it feels to me. And also, you know, a lot of people are fed up with what's happened with SoundCloud. They're unhappy about the recent changes. So potentially, this could be a good opportunity. Just trying to remember this tune, Monument to the Underground, I think. Let me just do that. I can't remember exactly how I spelled out. I think that's sort of how it is. And let's get this on here. Label Rough Tracks Records. Okay. So it's important to get information in. If I had more time, I'd definitely put a description in there. Where are we? Move to album 3. Here we go. So you can see here, content complete up the top right hand side. That's summarizing what's going on. And over time, once these are all uploaded, these will start appearing in this Rough Tracks EP Volume 3. You can see here, these are the 2 I uploaded earlier. So that's what's going on. I'm not even sure if I can go to another page whilst this is going on, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try it. Let's see how good their site is, how the development is. So what I'm going to do is maybe go to people, and let's come back to manage. Hard to tell there what's happening. I'm assuming they're still uploading in the background, but I'll find out later. And so I'll put a message up on the video so you guys can see what's going on. So yeah, I mean, look, you can see what's going on. Messages down here, that's if someone is online, you know, a friend. I think there's maybe some kind of real-time chat. Notifications, so if someone has become my friend, they're connected to me, that's going to be here. So I've got 2 people. I have no idea who Five Lives Music is. Right, a songwriter, producer, music lover. That is a nice picture of London there. Even though they're based in Los Angeles, so they obviously like where we live. So that's that. And yeah, you know, I'm finding my way around this, but I think it looks like a good platform. I mean, if I wanted to connect with Lana Del Rey, whatever that means, really, I'm just going to click on connect. I'm assuming that means that somewhere I've got some kind of a news feed. Oh, here we go. I guess that's what this is. So this is like, yeah, so this appears to be the same as your news feed on Twitter or your timeline. Sorry, news feed on Facebook or your timeline on Twitter. So I'm receiving stuff from Lana Del Rey, from Dave Rock, and myself. So yeah, you know, it's pretty, it looks good, you know, it's very sort of contemporary design, and we'll see how it goes. So anyway, that's about it. Let me just post it. Add song. What do I do here? Let's try and find another one of mine. Interesting. So search seems to be built in quite integral with everything. Upload photo. Okay, so it's just like a status update, isn't it? So let me just do something here. It's gone straight to the search there. It's going to take some getting used to this. Let me try here. So just testing the new MySpace. Quite nice fonts. I like it. Post. The geotagging, by the way, is wrong. I don't live in New Malden, but I don't think I'd be happy, to be honest, about broadcasting where I'm posting from. So there must be some kind of setting on here. Manage for music settings. I'm assuming it has something here. Okay. Edit profile. Let's have a look. I'll show you this. You can see you can add your cover image, edit the profile image as well. And yeah, it does seem that it's got like the old friends. Do you remember this on MySpace, like the top 8? If I go back to my profile here, it's going to appear over here somewhere. Where's it gone? Yeah, you can see that I'm still finding my way around this. So anyway, look, that's it. So check out the new myspace.com and see if you can get in, have a play around. If you're into music, I would suggest doing it. I've got a feeling this is going to be quite a lively place over the next few weeks, and it could be worth sticking with. All right, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure you're looking after yourselves with Facebook and Twitter, the two most important ones. And Google Plus still may be worth investing your time on. All right, so that's it for now, and I'll speak to you guys on another video soon.